ŞakiraIssufo from Bakı Engineering University. She's from Mozambique.
First and foremost, I would like to thank. I was not expecting this one. I actually didn't know that she or you guys knew about my birthday. Thank you so much. Zahmet olmasa videoda koyabilirsin.
My name is Shakira and I'm 21 years old and I'm originally from Mozambique. I'm a third-year student of Business Administration and I'm studying at Bakı Engineering University. My friends and family will describe me as being someone really kind and a little bit serious sometimes, but kind and reliable. I'm someone with great ambitions. Like, I've always wanted to do something. I've always wanted to be someone, do things that people will talk about it. So, in short, I think this is how my family, friends, and myself will describe myself. I think participating or attending in such an event is actually an honor to me, and I believe it's empowering to actually, be able to share with all other people what you really feel, and all your experiences. And being someone who always wanted to inspire others, again, it's an opportunity to just be here and have the chance to change someone else's life for the better, if possible, by inspiring them, and try to be something more than I think I can be by inspiring other people. And I think in life, there comes a time where you've got to do something, and there's something I want to say, and maybe I can say here.
So that was me trying to introduce myself. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Before we get started, I would like to ask you to do me a favor, just a small one, okay? All of you. I want you all to close your eyes, all of you, including our honorable guests here, just for some few seconds. All right. Now, I want you all to think about a happy moment. When you get happy. I'm going to count until 3. Close your eyes, please. I'm going to count until 3, and then you're going to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. You may open. Right. I know some of you, if not all, now you might be asking yourself, why did she ask us to just close our eyes? Huh? What is her aim? You're going to understand this one by the end of my talk. Now, some might say that happiness is you having something that you want. But here's the first difficulty. It is impossible. Because when you want something, it means you don't have it yet. The desire is always for what is lacking, and the energy is mobilized to go after what we want. For those who accompanied my story in the last TEDx, where I talk a little bit about my life and everything that I had, almost everything that I had to go through, all the difficulties, the challenges, and all the losses that I had to suffer. But like many of us here, we are all humans, and at some point in our lives, we're going to face difficulties. But what we need to do is to actually honor and appreciate those times, those difficulties, because they make us stronger than ever. I've already said this one and I'm going to repeat. Difficulties can be made a positive element of living. I know and I understand that the pain is inevitable, but the suffering is always optional. After everything that I've gone through, that I went through, I made a choice. I decided not to suffer, to be strong and happy. But the definition of happiness, the definition of being happy that I had was rather vague, and I'm gonna tell you why. After losing my father and my brother, me and my family were victims of a coup and we lost almost everything. We lost our house, we lost our company, we went from 100 to 15. That's how bad it was. Then unfortunately my stepmother lost her job and my mother also got sick, so it was a very tough time for all of us. So at that moment I said, okay, I'm gonna be strong. It happened with me, it can happen with anyone else. I told myself that I'm going to be strong and happy. But that time I said that the only way I can be happy is to finish my education, get a good job and help my family. I stood by the choice I made. But that time, my father died when I was still in high school. And at that moment, I was studying at a very expensive school. But because we lost everything, we were not able to pay, the school fees. So me and my family really struggled. I had to really strive. But thank God, the school, the last 2 years of high school, they offered me a scholarship, so I finished the high school. After that, I saw all my friends. They were so happy, like, hey, finally, we finished, we graduated our high school. But I was like, I cannot be happy just with high school graduation. Come on, I need something bigger. I promised myself that I will only be happy when I finish my higher education and then get a job, help my family. So on a fine day, I received an information that I had won a scholarship to study here in Azerbaijan at Baku Engineering University, then Kafkaz University, at that time in this case. I was happy, yes, but not that much, because I still wanted something bigger, So the first year, second year, everything was okay. But then I was like, I need to find a place to intern, I need something challenging right now, because I'm studying business administration, so I said, I cannot just, feel okay with just the theory. I need to know how everything goes on in the field, So I started looking for an internship, but most of the times, the response that I always got was, you're a very talented girl. You have the skills, but I'm really sorry, we cannot accept you in our team because the way you dress. Some of them, believe me, they would say, we're afraid because of your skin color. I'm serious. But I was like, every time when I heard this, I was like, people never cease to amaze me. But then I was like, come on, this can happen everywhere. It happened even in my country, believe it or not. So I was like, I have an aim and I want to achieve that one, But then I realized that I was always associating my happiness with something else happening. And I know it is so with many of you here. You tend to think that happiness only comes when something else happens, When, for example, you get that job, or if you invest in this business and you get a high return, when this happens, if that happened, and then you spend so many years searching for happiness, and then after so long, you discover that, all this time you were mistaken, that you did not realize that maybe in life, if you had the chance to be happy, it's not when something else happens, but it's now, here, in this room. Either happiness is here or it will not be anywhere else. It is here because life now isn't here. I know that some of you here might be saying, I cannot see the time for this to finish, this event or this lecture to finish, so that I can go home, relax, or do this one or do that one. But, look at us. Why can't we just stay here, enjoy this moment? Why? Again, I understand that for some, happy hour might be when the job ends, or when, they get a job. For other ones, or if they retire, But, what if we think differently? Just look at us here. Look at yourselves, just for a second, look at yourselves. What if you think differently and tell yourself that I've never been in this place with all these people before? Huh? I've never been. Even if I came back, it wouldn't be the same. We won't be the same. Every moment of life, it's a magical and irrevocable moment, you know, opportunity never before experienced. It is this moment that I have to do in this place the best that I can do. I have the chance to do here better because today I'm better than yesterday. Today I'm more capable than yesterday, you know? And I use all this one and enjoy this time, you know? Because if you ask me, I'm the only one here, right? I'm the only one in front of you. This is my time. I have to do this one the best so that I can enjoy. And then I can tell you that it's not only mine. In fact, this is also your moment. You might enjoy this one, seriously talking. And I'm going to tell you that happiness is a small second, a small instant in life that you would want to repeat, a small instant that you wouldn't want it to end, but because it will have to end, you use your intelligence to repeat. It can happen anywhere. It can happen here. It is happening, in fact. You're attending this event, you know, and then you say, wow, I wish I came here with my friends, or I wish I came with my co-workers. That is a symptom of happiness in the event. Or maybe you are in a socialization, right? And there you witness something good, or you experience a happy moment with someone, and then you're like, can I just please get your contact so that we can keep in touch? That is happiness while socializing. When happiness starts before, it's better for life. Seriously. If you need to wait for Friday night to get happy, if you need to be promoted at your work, or if you need to have a huge amount of money to be happy, I'm sorry, but your life is something else. True happiness does not happen when something else happens. It is now, because life is happening right now, here. And I have the chance to do here the best that I can do. Use the best words, use the best example, touch you in your spirit, so that I might be grateful, not when it ends, but during. And when happiness, as I said before, when it starts before, it's better for life. I really hope that it has been like that in this moment right here. I hope that you were driven by my words, thinking and feeling sorry that it's time for me to say goodbye, and that if it was possible, you would have anticipated this moment. You know, as I said before, happiness is a second that you would want to repeat. I really hope that during this moment, you were happy. You know, if you felt that the goal that I wanted to reach was reached, the goal that I want to achieve was achieved, because believe or not, there is nothing nicer than for you to be in a place like this, you know, and provide someone you've never seen. You don't know, a moment, just a small second that the person would like to repeat with you. And if we all did this one, we would be living, we would be giving birth to a, you know, harmonious and happier society of solidarity. This task is exclusively ours. No one else can do this one for us. There will not be no hero who will come here and do this one for us. This is mine. It is yours. It is our task to seek happiness through a happy coexistence. I really hope that you, as me, enjoyed this time and lived a happy moment. Thank you so much.
Is anyone having a comment on Shakira's presentation? Okay, dear friends, now we are going to get ballot papers just to get the votes and count the votes. Let's see who are the three main winners. Actually, we don't have winners. Everyone who are in the final, they are all winners. As you know, normal TEDx.
Thank you very much.